I hereby summon all my imps. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. So with collector's caches getting more into the swing of things, there's basically two different things that they've been talking about. Hi, life-changing video games. Yes, you can put videos on my Discord, I don't care. Please feel free to. So one of the things that they're talking about is with the hoarding of caches, they can't figure out where to stick them so that they're more prevalent to see which caches you're holding on to and maybe miss a cache or do anything else like that. So my suggestion is basically you take this token shop, you copy it, and you paste it directly below here. And when you copy and paste it directly below here, you just make each one of these slots a different thing. So this would be your tokens, this would be your credits, this would be your normal caches, and these would be your spotlight caches. And below it would just say how many you have left. You click on it and it opens one. Easy peasy, you just copy an asset and paste it. Though I don't know how to program, so I don't know how easy that would be to do. Now, here's the other thing that I kind of came up with. And this might just be a completely new thing that happened. While opening up collector's tokens, collector spotlight caches for this week, I actually opened up 2 caches this week instead of just 1 cache this week. And part of the reason was because I was missing every single card in the 3 slots. So all 3 of the known cards I was missing, and I was still missing some 4 or 5 cards. So somehow, some way, when I opened my spotlight cache, it rolled on the secret 4-5. And now that it rolled on the secret 4-5, it still gave me the king because I was still missing king. And now these are the 2 that I got left, the Kingberry and the Echo. And that really doesn't make me want to open another spotlight cache. Even though I could pick up Echo on this, I don't want to pick up a King variant on this. As much as this is a nice King variant, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a nice King variant. I don't want to waste the very few spotlight caches that we get on opening up a King variant. And here's the other issue that I personally run into. Oh yeah, I just happen to be missing all of them. So because I was missing all of them and King is one of the big bads, I didn't mind rolling again to get the king. Like, I'm not upset that I got the king. But it kind of ran me into this weird problem where, because I got the king, I'm too scared to open up another cache. Even though I could get the Echo, because I'm so scared of getting a king variant. I don't want to waste one of the few caches that I get on a king variant. And this is also brings me into the other point that I've got coming up, which is this upcoming cache rotation. If you look at what I have, I'm basically sitting on 1 cache here. I don't count the regular caches because they're worth nothing at this point. But I've got 1 spotlight cache. And here's the thing. Actually tomorrow I should say. When this rotates over in 4 hours, give or take? I almost don't want to open up this cache hole next week. If you look at what's coming in next week's cache for me or for everybody, is High Evo, Legion, and Darkhawk. Here's the problem with that for me, and this is what's causing me at least somewhat of a problem. Is if I, like a lot of other people, saved up my tokens, saved up my time, saved up everything, and they even broke open some extra caches to make sure I had enough collector's tokens, that when High Evo first came out, the day it came out, I bought it. There's my High Evo. And the other thing that really, at least hurts for me, is that I actually got a Darkhawk, and I actually really like this Darkhawk. It's a really neat variant. I don't know which variant it is. I know which variant it is, I should say. I don't remember how I got it. It was just in a random cache, so I got Darkhawk. And then I actually have this neat variant to it. So, the only card for me to possibly get next rotation is the Legion. And if that's the only card you're looking to get, I'm going to tell you right here and right now, skip this week. I personally do not think that Legion is worth grabbing with how it's balanced right now. But the problem that this causes is two different folds. It's easy for me to say, let's skip this week, because there's a card in here that's not valid per se. I should say that that is easy to skip. But let's flip this backwards and go into an alternate timeline. Imagine if this particular cache rotation, for the first time ever, High Evo was coming out. And the one that we got when High Evo came out was Legion. So you already own Legion and you already own Darkhawk. You want to take a risk rolling on getting that High Evo? Or do you want to spend the tokens that you have on the High Evo? And right now, if you look at my token collection, I barely have enough tokens to buy a Series 5. If I bought any Series 5 right now, it's going to completely wipe me off tokens. And if you're in that situation, it's a hard thing to say. That do you roll and hope you get something? Hope you get the card you're looking for? I mean, as nice as it is to get the variants on some of these things. And if you're looking for a particular card, especially like a high known card, like if it was High Evo instead of a Legion, then do you take that risk? Do you waste one of your few spotlight caches? It's easy when it's a week that you're willing to skip. When it's a card that you're not willing to care about. And for some people, this particular week is when they're going to go 4 deep. So if you're missing High Evo, if you didn't catch it on that first go around, and you're missing your Darkhawk, this is the week to go in. You don't even care whether or not you pick up Legion, it's just a bonus if you do. But, it's a lot harder when you don't have tons of caches to use, and you're not sure if you should spend your cash on that. And one of the things that I wish they would do, wish they could do, would make it so that last slot was dupe protected. And I know they can't make it 100% dupe protected. And one of the reasons that they can't make it 100% protected, is because if you're right on the edge of stuff, if you're keeping right on end of stuff, and you're only missing one card, and the Spotlight Cache comes up, then the actual card in the Spotlight Cache for that week, assuming it's a new card, like this week would be Legion. Legion would be in the Legion slot, and if it was 100% protected, it would also be in the random 3/4 slot. Which means that you basically have a coin flip of getting it every single week, and I get why they're not doing that. But if you're at the point where you don't have a lot of 3, 4s, and 5s, there should be a way that you could quasi-be protected. Saying that any card that's been in the game for over 90 days is protected in that slot. I'm missing some Series 4 cards. Like, I'm missing Howard the Duck and Jeff the Land Shark and stuff like that. And to know the fact that that card is possibly protected by those factors right now would make me more willing to roll on some of these caches. I know you can't 100% do protect it, and I get why. But, you could make it so that anything past 90 days was do protected in there. I think that's more than enough time for you to have people buy stuff, people get stuff, people want stuff. That's 3 months down the road. And if you want to push it out to 100, that's fine. I just think there's a way that you could put some sort of duplicate protection in there. Because even with getting the 1,000 collector's tokens in the future, instead of a random variant, which is the correct thing for you to do, by the way, and I want to give you kudos for doing it that way. I think that's the correct way to do it. The only thing that I would possibly kind of vote for or rally for is if it's something like a Kane or a Thanos or a Galactus that you get 2,000 collector's tokens, but I'm not going to push that issue. That even though you get that 1,000 collector's tokens, if you're just coming into Series 3, if you just finish with Series 3 and you're just starting to collect Series 4, it would mean so much to collect a Series 4 token, a Series 4 card that you're missing. Have that protection in there that's even for stuff that's over 100 days old. I don't know how easy that is to do. Again, I'm not a programmer. I think it would just make it feel better if you knew for a fact. If I knew for a fact that if I roll next week, and I roll the super secret 4/5 cache, then I have a better chance of getting a Megasonic Teenage Warrior than 1,000 tokens. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, remember, play for fun.